girl's laugh has the unique ability to pierce through the monotony of life and awaken something deep within us. It is not merely a sound, it is an experience, a profound reminder that there is still something untouchable and beautiful in this chaotic world. In a single laugh, you can find innocence, courage, and a spark of joy so radiant it can melt even the coldest hearts. It's an unspoken truth that laughter holds a transformative power. It can mend wounds, bridge divides, and inspire hope where despair once resided. This is the essence of its magic, and it is a magic that cannot be manufactured or forced. It arises spontaneously, like a sunrise breaking through a dark horizon, casting warmth and light wherever it touches. When we hear the pure laughter of a girl, we are reminded of the simplicity that life once held for all of us. As children, we laughed without restraint, free from the weight of expectations or the fear of being judged. Somewhere along the way, we lost that ability. Life became a series of calculated moves, a battle for survival in a world that often rewards seriousness over spontaneity. And yet, in that laugh, we glimpse a forgotten piece of ourselves, a moment when joy was not something to be earned or proven, but something to be lived. It's a reminder that perhaps somewhere beneath the layers of cynicism and responsibility, that joy still exists, waiting to be rediscovered. Laughter, especially one so pure and unguarded, is more than an expression of happiness. It is an act of resilience. To laugh in a world filled with uncertainty, pain, and struggle is to declare that beauty and hope still matter. It is to defy the forces that seek to weigh us down and to rise above them, even if only for a moment. The laugh of a girl, in its simplicity, is an anthem of courage. It says, "I will not let the heaviness of this world extinguish my light." It is a quiet rebellion against the notion that joy must be rationed or hidden. Instead, it is shared freely, and in doing so, it becomes a gift to everyone fortunate enough to hear it. There is a profound lesson in this. How often do we allow ourselves to truly feel joy without guilt? How often do we let go of our inhibitions long enough to experience life in its fullest, rawest form? We are so conditioned to focus on what is wrong, on what needs fixing, that we forget to celebrate what is already beautiful. A girl's laugh doesn't ask permission to exist. It doesn't wait for the perfect moment. It simply emerges unapologetically, and in doing so, it teaches us a valuable lesson, that joy is not something we find, but something we choose to create. The philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche once wrote, "And those who were seen dancing were thought to be insane by those who could not hear the music." In the same way, laughter is a kind of music, a melody that not everyone understands. It takes courage to laugh freely, to allow yourself to be vulnerable in a world that often sees vulnerability as weakness. But what if instead, vulnerability was the greatest strength? What if, by embracing the things that make us human, our joy, our sorrow, our laughter, we could connect more deeply with ourselves and others? The magic of a girl's laugh lies not only in its sound, but in what it represents. A willingness to be fully alive, to feel deeply, and to share that feeling with the world. Think about the moments in your life when laughter has broken through an otherwise heavy situation, a hospital waiting room, a family dinner after a loss, a conversation with an old friend you hadn't seen in years. Laughter has a way of finding us when we need it most. It doesn't erase the pain, but it lightens the load. It reminds us that even in the darkest times, there is still light to be found. A girl's laugh is a beacon, a spark that ignites something larger. It doesn't just make us feel good, it makes us believe in the possibility of goodness itself. There is a story often told about a traveler who stumbled upon a small village. In the center of the village, a group of children were playing, their laughter echoing through the streets. The traveler, burdened by the weight of his journey, paused to watch. For the first time in weeks, he felt his spirits lift. Later, he approached one of the villagers and said, "Your children's laughter is a treasure. It reminded me of something I had forgotten." The villager replied, "That's because laughter is not just a sound. It's a memory. It brings back everything you thought you had lost." This story captures the essence of what makes laughter so powerful. It connects us not only to the present moment, but to the parts of ourselves we thought were gone. In a world that often measures success by how much we accumulate, how busy we are, or how much we endure, laughter reminds us of what truly matters. It is not the noise of ambition or the clatter of achievement that stays with us. It is the quiet moments of connection, the shared smiles, the bursts of laughter that make life worth living. These are the moments we carry with us, the ones we remember when all else fades away. A girl's laugh, with its purity and spontaneity, is a perfect example of this. It is not tied to material success or external validation. It is a celebration of life itself. As adults, we often underestimate the impact we can have on others simply by embracing joy. When you allow yourself to laugh, to feel deeply, to express the wonder of life, you give others permission to do the same. A girl's laugh is contagious, not because of its sound, but because of the emotion it carries. It invites us to let down our guard, to forget our worries, and to join in the magic, even if only for a moment. It is a ripple effect, one that can transform not only individuals, but entire communities. So the next time you hear a girl laugh, pause and truly listen. Let it remind you of the things you've forgotten, the dreams you've set aside, the joy you've been too busy to feel. Let it inspire you to seek out those moments of magic in your own life and to create them for others. Life is not about avoiding pain or chasing perfection. It is about finding beauty in the imperfect and joy in the unexpected. And what could be more unexpected, more beautifully imperfect than the sound of pure, unfiltered laughter? In the end, a girl's laugh is more than just a sound. It is a symbol. It is a reminder that life, in all its complexity and contradiction, is still worth celebrating. It is proof that even in a world filled with challenges, there is still magic to be found. And perhaps most importantly, it is an invitation, a call to let go of our fears, to embrace our humanity, and to laugh with the same purity and courage that she does. Because in that laughter, we are not just hearing a sound, we are witnessing the essence of life itself. There is something extraordinary about the sound of a girl's laughter. It is not just a fleeting moment of amusement. It is a declaration, an announcement to the universe that joy still exists in the world. When you hear it, you realize that it carries a weight far beyond its simplicity. It is a melody of courage, hope, and beauty. To laugh is to be vulnerable, and to be vulnerable is to be alive. In her laugh, there is a profound truth. Life is meant to be celebrated, no matter how heavy its burdens may seem. The sound cuts through the noise of worry, fear, and despair like sunlight breaking through storm clouds. It reminds us that even when the world feels dark, light can still be found. A girl's laughter has a ripple effect, one that touches not just the ears, but the soul. It's as if in that moment, time slows down and everything else fades away. Her laughter is a spark, igniting something within us that we didn't even realize was dormant. It's not just the sound that captivates us, it's the message behind it. It's a message that says, joy is not optional, it's essential. The simplicity of that idea is profound. In a world that often tells us we must earn happiness or achieve it through great effort, her laughter offers a radical alternative. That joy can be found right here, right now, in the smallest of moments. It teaches us that we don't need perfect circumstances to feel alive. We just need to be open to the magic that already surrounds us. There is a kind of fearlessness in laughter, especially the unguarded kind. To laugh freely is to expose your heart to the world, to let down your walls and say, this is me, unfiltered and real. It takes courage to do that because the world can be harsh and vulnerability often feels like a risk. But what if vulnerability isn't a weakness? What if it's the very thing that makes us strong? The sound of a girl's laughter is proof that vulnerability and strength are not opposites, but partners. In her laugh, there is no pretense, no facade, just pure, unbridled emotion. And in that purity, there is immense power. It's a reminder that the things we often hide, our joy, our pain, our true selves, are the very things that make us most human. We live in a world that values appearances, achievements, and productivity. We are constantly told to do more, be more, and achieve more. But in the pursuit of all these things, we often lose sight of what truly matters. The sound of a girl's laughter brings us back to the essence of life. It reminds us that the moments that truly matter are not the ones spent chasing external validation, but the ones spent connecting with others and with ourselves. When she laughs, she's not thinking about what anyone else will think. She's not worried about whether her laughter is appropriate or whether it will be judged. She's simply in the moment, fully present, fully alive. And that is a lesson we could all stand to learn. There is an old saying, the things that matter most in life are not things. A girl's laugh is a perfect example of this truth. It costs nothing, yet it's priceless. It cannot be bought or sold, yet it has the power to transform lives. When you hear it, you are reminded that the greatest joys in life often come from the simplest sources. It's not about grand gestures or elaborate plans. It's about the small, everyday moments that make life worth living. Her laughter is a celebration of those moments, a reminder to pay attention to the beauty that exists all around us, even in the midst of chaos. The power of laughter lies in its ability to connect us. When we laugh, we are not just expressing joy, we are sharing it. Laughter is contagious, and in its spread, it creates bonds that transcend barriers. A girl's laugh has the unique ability to bring people together, to break down walls and build bridges. It reminds us that at our core, we are all human, all seeking the same thing: connection, understanding, and love. In a divided world, her laughter is a unifying force, a reminder that we are more alike than we are different. There is a story that speaks to this power. A teacher once asked her students to write down the sound that made them happiest. One little girl wrote, "The sound of my mother's laugh." When asked why, she said, "Because when she laughs, everything feels okay." That story illustrates the profound impact laughter can have. It's not just a sound, it's a feeling, a memory, a moment of connection. It's a way of saying, I'm here, I see you, and we're in this together. A girl's laugh carries that same power. It's a beacon of hope, a reminder that even in the hardest times, there is still something worth smiling about. We often underestimate the impact we can have on the world simply by embracing joy. When you allow yourself to laugh, to feel deeply, to experience the magic of life, you give others permission to do the same. A girl's laugh is a testament to this truth. It's an invitation to let go of our fears, our doubts, and our insecurities, and to step into a space of lightness and love. It's a reminder that we are not here to simply endure life, but to live it fully and unapologetically. So the next time you hear a girl laugh, stop and truly listen. Don't let it pass by as just another sound in the background. Let it remind you of what you've forgotten, the joy of being present, the beauty of connection, and the power of vulnerability. Let it inspire you to find your own laughter, to rediscover the parts of yourself that you've tucked away. Because in that moment, you are not just hearing a sound, you are witnessing a miracle, a glimpse of the divine in the everyday. Life is not perfect, and it never will be. There will always be struggles, challenges, and pain. But in the midst of it all, there will also be laughter. And that laughter will remind us that, despite everything, life is still beautiful. A girl's laugh is a gift, one that invites us to see the world not as it is, but as it could be. It is a call to action, a challenge to find joy in the ordinary and to share that joy with others. Because when we do, we create a ripple effect of magic that has the power to change the world, one laugh at a time.